Yes, I have taken note of the major events and decisions that have occurred in your adventure so far. Here's a summary. Gildrov, Finn, Lyra, and Alara were tasked by High Priestess Alana to find the Amulet of Eternity. In the Whispering Woods, Gildrov defeated 3 goblins, obtained their weapons, and found a key to a hidden chest containing an amulet with a radiant sun symbol. Gildrov encountered a mysterious magical orb and obtained ancient scrolls and a vial of golden liquid from a small chest left behind by the orb. Finn, Lyra, and Alara were found and joined Gildrov after being attacked by bandits. Gildrov reported his findings to High Priestess Alana, who called together the Elder Council to review the items. Gildrov and the party were appointed as champions and tasked with finding the Amulet of Eternity. The party visited the Enchanted Grove and encountered mercenaries posing as adventurers. They captured 3 of them and sent one to inform High Priestess Alana about Lord Arik Stonehelm's intentions. Lyra went after Arya the Mage, but was unable to capture her. The party set up camp, and in the morning, they found Lyra and continued exploring. The party discovered a stone structure, encountered Arya, and obtained the Heartstone artifact and the silver alloy dagger with a jeweled hilt. They found a magical orb but decided to leave it behind. They returned to Valeria, handed the mercenaries to the guards, and discussed their findings with High Priestess Alana. Silvers informed the High Priestess about Lord Arik Stonehelm's involvement. The party visited a renowned sage for further information and insights, leaving Gildrov's ancient texts and journals with him. Gildrov made preparations in Valeria, including selling gear, upgrading his shield, acquiring alchemist supplies, and having the silver alloy dagger inspected. The party set off towards the Temple of Lost Wisdom, crossing a dangerous bridge and encountering a large wolf and 4 goblins before setting up camp. Please let me know if I missed any important details or if there's anything else you'd like to add. Understood. As your party continues their journey to the Temple of Lost Wisdom, the day breaks, and you find yourselves gathered around the campfire, ready to set off. The sounds of the forest surround you as you prepare for the day's challenges. Verithas, the dungeon master, guides the NPCs, Finn, Alara, and Lyra, and you have control over Gildrov's actions. How would you like to proceed? Gildrov, you kneel down in the quiet of the morning, feeling the weight of your mace at your side and the presence of the revered Mother Beronard Truasilva in your heart. With reverence and devotion, you begin to pray, offering your words and thoughts to your deity. As you pray for good tidings and the safety of your party, you feel a sense of calm and reassurance wash over you. The gentle rustling of leaves and the chirping of birds seem to harmonize with your prayers, creating a serene atmosphere. After your prayer, you rise from your kneeling position, feeling spiritually fortified and ready to face the challenges ahead. The campsite is filled with a renewed sense of purpose as you prepare to continue your journey to the Temple of Lost Wisdom. What would you like to do next, Gildrov? You address your companions with a warm greeting, "Good morn to you lot. Are you well rested and ready to continue on?" Each member of the party responds in turn. Finn, the sturdy and disciplined fighter, nods and replies, "Aye, Gildrov. I am well rested and eager to press on. Let us face the day's challenges together." Alara, the vigilant ranger, adjusts her gear and smiles, "Indeed, Gildrov. I am ready to continue our journey. I trust in our abilities to overcome whatever lies ahead." Lyra, the cautious and freedom-loving rogue, gives a nod and says, "Morning. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Let's get going and see what awaits us." With everyone expressing their readiness, the camp is swiftly dismantled, and the party prepares to set off towards the Temple of Lost Wisdom. As you begin your trek, the path ahead is shrouded in mystery, waiting to reveal its secrets. How would you like to proceed, Gildrov? As you travel, you keep a keen eye out for any herbs or plants that could be useful for potion making. The surroundings are filled with lush vegetation, offering you a good opportunity to find some valuable ingredients. Roll a nature check to determine your success in foraging. Gildrov, with your proficiency in nature, you have a good understanding of the local flora and their medicinal properties. You carefully scan the area, examining the various plants and identifying those suitable for potion making. Rolling a nature check, you score a 17. With your keen eye and knowledge of herbs, you manage to spot several useful plants along the path. You collect a handful of healing herbs, such as soothing lavender and revitalizing ginseng. These herbs can be used to create healing potions or enhance their potency. Additionally, you stumble upon a cluster of rare moonbloom flowers. These delicate blossoms have potent magical properties, and they are highly sought after by alchemists. Gathering the moonblooms could potentially yield a valuable ingredient for crafting potions of enchantment or illusion. With your successful foraging, you now have a small collection of healing herbs and the prized moonbloom flowers. These resources may prove useful in your future endeavors. How would you like to proceed, Gildrov? As you journey through the wilderness, you keep an eye out for any herbs or plants that might be useful for potion making. The surroundings are lush and filled with a variety of flora. Roll a nature check to see how With a roll of 8 on your nature check, you search diligently for herbs and plants, but struggle to find anything of significant value. The terrain seems less abundant with useful flora in this particular area, and despite your efforts, you only manage to gather a few common herbs with minimal potion-making potential. However, you remain optimistic and continue on with your journey, hoping for better luck in the future. With your roll of 8, you were only able to gather a few common herbs. These herbs are common sage. This aromatic herb is often used in cooking and has mild medicinal properties. It can be used to aid digestion or as a flavoring agent in potions. Chamomile flowers. These small, daisy-like flowers have a calming effect and are commonly used in herbal teas and potions to promote relaxation and alleviate stress. While these herbs may not have powerful magical properties, they can still be useful in certain potions or for culinary purposes. With your roll of 8, you were only able to gather a few common herbs. These herbs are common sage. This aromatic herb is often used in cooking and has mild medicinal properties. It can be used to aid digestion or as a flavoring agent in potions. Chamomile flowers. These small, daisy-like flowers have a calming effect and are commonly used in herbal teas and potions to promote relaxation and alleviate stress. While these herbs may not have powerful magical properties, they can still be useful in certain potions or for culinary purposes. As you continue your journey towards the lost Temple of Wisdom, the landscape changes. You leave behind the dense forest of the Enchanted Grove and enter a rugged terrain with rocky cliffs and winding paths. The air feels heavier, and a sense of ancient wisdom seems to permeate the surroundings. As you traverse the challenging terrain, the party must carefully navigate narrow paths, steep slopes, and occasional obstacles such as fallen rocks or small crevices. Finn takes the lead, using his strength and agility to clear the way and ensure the path is safe for the rest of the group. Alara keeps a keen eye on your surroundings, alert for any signs of danger or hidden trails. Lyra remains vigilant, scanning the area for potential threats or valuable items. Gildrov, as the cleric, maintains a steady presence in the middle of the group. He offers words of encouragement and guidance, reminding everyone of the importance of their mission and the significance of the temple they seek. As you continue your journey, the lost Temple of Wisdom looms closer on the horizon, its ancient structure visible amidst the rocky terrain. The mysteries and treasures that await within its walls beckon you forward, urging you to uncover the wisdom it holds. Apologies for the assumption. As Gildrov, you press forward, leading the group towards the lost Temple of Wisdom. The rugged terrain poses challenges, but your determination and sense of purpose guide you. With each step, you draw closer to the ancient temple, its weathered stone walls standing as a testament to the wisdom and knowledge that lie within. As you approach the entrance, you notice intricate carvings adorning the temple's facade, depicting scenes of enlightenment, ancient rituals, and mythical creatures. The entrance itself is framed by two weathered stone pillars, and the massive wooden doors that once guarded the temple now stand slightly ajar. Gildrov, as the group's cleric, you sense a faint aura of divinity emanating from the temple, hinting at the profound knowledge that awaits within. The choice is yours. Do you enter the temple with caution, ready to face whatever challenges or tests may lie ahead, or do you take a moment to observe the surroundings and gather more information before proceeding? Certainly. As Gildrov, you approach the stone pillars and closely examine the carvings and details on their surfaces. With your stone-cunning feat and your knowledge as a cleric, you bring your expertise to bear in deciphering the historical significance of the pillars. Please make a history check to determine what you can gather from the carvings and the pillars themselves. Roll a d20 and add your history skill modifier to the result. Let me know the total. With a total roll of 22, your keen eyes and knowledge of stonework allow you to glean valuable information from the stone pillars. As you study the carvings and inspect the details, you recognize that these pillars depict scenes from ancient elven history. The carvings tell the story of a great elven civilization that once thrived in this region. They depict elven scholars seeking knowledge, engaging in peaceful pursuits, and venerating deities associated with wisdom and magic. It appears that the lost Temple of Wisdom was a sacred place where the elves sought enlightenment and preserved their ancient wisdom. You notice that one particular pillar stands out among the rest. It portrays an elven figure holding a radiant amulet, reminiscent of the amulet you seek, the Amulet of Eternity. This suggests a strong connection between the temple and the amulet. With your stone cunning and historical knowledge, you feel confident that there may be more to discover within the temple. The secrets of ancient wisdom and the location of the Amulet of Eternity may lie deeper within its chambers. What would you like to do next, Gildrov? Finn nods and replies, Gildrov, I can read and speak Elvish. Let me take a closer look. Finn approaches the pillars and examines the intricate engravings, carefully deciphering the ancient Elvish inscriptions. After a moment, he turns back to you and says, these inscriptions are indeed written in Elvish, Gildrov. They speak of the ancient guardians of the temple, sworn to protect its sacred knowledge and treasures. It seems that those who seek the amulet of eternity must prove their worth and pass the trials set by these guardians. Lyra, who also understands Elvish, adds, the inscriptions on the doors mention a riddle that must be solved to gain entry. It seems that the answer to the riddle lies within the temple itself. Once we solve it, the doors should open. Finn and Lyra exchange glances, ready to assist you in any way they can. Gildrov, how would you like to proceed? You carefully explore the area surrounding the temple, examining the walls, the ground, and any other noticeable features. As you search, you notice some faint markings on the ground near the entrance of the temple. Upon closer inspection, you realize that they resemble the tracks of various creatures, indicating recent activity. The tracks seem to be a mix of small humanoid footprints, larger claw marks, and some scuff marks as well. It appears that there has been some recent movement around the temple, likely from both humanoids and creatures. Additionally, as you circle around the temple, you notice an overgrown path leading into the nearby dense forest. The path seems less traveled but still discernible. It's possible that further exploration along this path could yield more clues or potential encounters. With this newfound information, what would you like to do, Gildrov? Alara takes a closer look at the tracks and examines them carefully. After a moment of observation, she responds, it's difficult to say for certain, but these tracks do resemble those of the wolf and goblins we encountered yesterday. The sizes and shapes seem to match, although it's possible there could be additional creatures or individuals involved as well. She scans the surroundings and adds, it's also worth noting that the scuff marks and larger claw marks could indicate the presence of other creatures, potentially larger predators or more formidable foes. We should proceed with caution. What would you like to do next, Gildrov? As you lead the party, following the tracks left behind by the wolf and goblins, you move through the surrounding area with caution. The tracks lead you deeper into the wilderness, winding through thick underbrush and rocky terrain. As you advance, your senses remain heightened, alert for any signs of danger. After some time, the tracks lead you to a small clearing. In the center of the clearing stands an old, crumbling stone structure, partially covered in overgrown vegetation. The tracks disappear into the entrance of the structure, suggesting that it may be the lair or hiding place of the creatures you encountered earlier. The air is still and heavy with an eerie silence. The only sound you can hear is the distant rustling of leaves and the faint cawing of birds. The surroundings give off an unsettling vibe, making it clear that danger may lurk within. What would you like to do, Gildrov? Certainly, Gildrov. Please roll a perception check to gather more information about your surroundings and listen for any potential threats. Rolling a perception check. With your keen senses and heightened awareness, Gildrov, you carefully scan your surroundings as you follow the tracks. The forest is eerily quiet, but your sharp eyes catch glimpses of movement in the underbrush and your ears pick up faint rustling sounds. It seems that there are small creatures, likely woodland animals, observing your group from a safe distance. As you proceed, you notice that the tracks become fainter and eventually disappear, indicating that the wolf and goblins may have moved farther away or taken a different path. You don't detect any immediate signs of danger or approaching threats in the vicinity. Feeling relatively secure for now, you continue onward with caution, keeping your guard up and your companions close by. Approaching the crumbling stone structure, you observe its weathered and worn exterior. The once grand entrance now stands partially collapsed, with remnants of intricate carvings and faded symbols. The passage inside is dimly lit, casting long shadows along the corridor. As you step inside, the air feels heavy and stale, tinged with the scent of dampness and age. The walls bear faded murals depicting scenes of ancient battles, elven and dwarven figures in harmony, and mysterious symbols that you can't decipher. The chamber seems to have once held great significance, now lost to the passage of time. You notice that the floor is uneven and covered in a thin layer of dust, evidence of the structure's disrepair. Sunlight filters through cracks in the ceiling, casting fragmented beams of light upon the remnants of long-forgotten furniture and broken artifacts scattered across the room. It's difficult to discern much more from the initial entryway, but the sense of history and mystery lingers in the air, inviting further exploration. What would you like to do next, Gildrov? Lyra and Finn examine the symbols and murals in the chamber, focusing their attention on the Elvish writings. After a moment of careful observation, Lyra nods and responds, "Yes, Gildrov, these symbols are indeed written in Elvish. They appear to depict ancient tales, possibly of the temple's history or its purpose. Some of the inscriptions are faded, but I can make out a few phrases related to wisdom, knowledge, and the balance of nature. Finn adds, "It seems like this place holds great significance to the elves, and perhaps to the dwarves as well, given the mix of architectural styles we've seen. It's intriguing, but we should proceed with caution and be mindful of any potential dangers lurking within." As the party examines the chamber and its writings, the atmosphere remains eerily quiet, broken only by the sound of distant echoes and the soft shifting of debris underfoot. The mystery of the temple deepens, and the promise of ancient wisdom beckons. What would you like to do next, Gildrov? Lyra nods and moves forward cautiously, her trained eyes scanning the area for any signs of traps or hidden dangers. She carefully examines the entrances, the floor, and the walls, searching for any suspicious mechanisms or triggers that could pose a threat. Rolling a perception check for Lyra's investigation. Lyra's perception, 19. Lyra takes her time, meticulously inspecting the immediate area. She observes the entrance and the immediate vicinity, but her keen senses don't detect any obvious traps or mechanisms that would endanger the party. It appears that the chamber is relatively safe, at least from any visible threats. Lyra returns to the group and reports her findings. "I couldn't find any traps or immediate dangers. The area seems clear for now. However, it's always wise to remain cautious. There could still be hidden dangers that we haven't discovered yet. What would you like to do next, Gildrov?" As you step into the chamber, you begin to search the area for any notable features, objects, or clues. You begin examining the chamber, paying attention to the walls, the floor, and any objects that might catch your eye. While you don't find anything immediately remarkable or... Apologies for the misunderstanding. Please go ahead and roll an investigation check for Gildrov to determine what he discovers while searching the chamber. As Gildrov searches the chamber, he carefully examines every nook and cranny, paying attention to details and searching for anything of interest. With his keen eyes and meticulous approach, he discovers a hidden compartment tucked behind a loose stone in the wall. Inside the compartment, he finds a small pouch containing a handful of gemstones, each sparkling with different colors. The gemstones appear to be of moderate value and could potentially be sold or used for crafting. Additionally, Gildrov notices some ancient engravings on the floor near the center of the chamber. The engravings depict a scene of elves and dwarves working together, forging a powerful artifact. It seems to hint at a collaborative effort between the two races in the past, possibly related to the history of this temple. Gildrov's thorough search reveals these valuable gems and intriguing engravings, providing the party with newfound resources and insights. In the hidden compartment, Gildrov finds a small pouch containing the following gemstones. A deep blue sapphire, this gemstone shines with a vibrant blue hue, reminiscent of the depths of the ocean. It is a valuable gemstone known for its beauty and rarity. A fiery red ruby, this gemstone emanates a fiery red glow, captivating the eye with its intense color. Rubies are highly sought after and symbolize passion and vitality. A brilliant green emerald. The emerald glimmers with a captivating green hue, reminiscent of lush forests. Emeralds are precious gemstones associated with growth, wisdom, and abundance. A sparkling yellow topaz. This gemstone shines with a sunny yellow radiance, resembling the warmth of sunlight. Topaz is a gemstone known for its positive energy and is believed to bring joy and abundance. These gemstones could potentially fetch a good price if sold to the right buyer or be used for crafting purposes, such as in the creation of magical items or jewelry. As you make your way back to the temple from the crumbling stone structure, you retrace your steps through the overgrown path. The air feels slightly cooler as you re-enter the temple's courtyard. The grand entrance stands before you, its towering doors beckoning your attention. What would you like to do next? You push open the massive doors and step into the dimly lit interior of the temple. The air feels heavy with a sense of ancient wisdom and mystery. The main chamber unfolds before you, revealing a vast space with tall columns and intricate carvings adorning the walls. The room is adorned with symbols and murals depicting scenes of knowledge, enlightenment, and the pursuit of wisdom. The flickering light from your torches casts dancing shadows, adding an eerie atmosphere to the surroundings. What would you like to do as you explore the main chamber of the Lost Temple of Wisdom? Of course, as you explore the main chamber, you take a closer look at the symbols and carvings on the walls. The intricate designs depict various figures engaged in scholarly pursuits, such as reading books, conducting experiments, and engaging in deep contemplation. Roll an investigation check to see if you notice any details or hidden clues within the carvings or symbols. Note: remember to add your intelligence modifier to the roll. Closing parenthesis. As you examine the carvings and symbols on the walls, you find it challenging to make sense of their meaning. The details elude you, and you struggle to find any hidden clues or significant information within the artwork. The intricate carvings seem to blur together, leaving you unable to decipher their purpose or relevance to your current quest. Finn speaks up. I'm afraid I'm just as clueless as you, Gildrov. These symbols and carvings are beyond my understanding. Lyra, Alara, have either of you discovered anything that might shed light on this? Lyra shakes her head. No, Gildrov. I haven't come across anything particularly useful or enlightening. It seems we may need to explore further or find someone with more knowledge about these ancient structures. Alara chimes in. I'm sorry, Gildrov, but I haven't found anything of significance either. Perhaps there's another area of the temple we haven't explored yet that holds the answers we seek. It appears that none of your companions have uncovered any pertinent information or insights regarding the symbols and carvings within the temple. The mystery remains unsolved for now. Lyra nods, taking her journal from you. Of course, Gildrov. I'll do my best to accurately sketch the symbols and carvings we've seen here in the temple. It's a good idea to have the renowned sage examine them. It may provide us with some valuable insights. Lyra carefully begins sketching the intricate markings onto the pages of her journal, making sure to capture as much detail as possible. She takes her time, focusing on accuracy and precision. Once she finishes, she hands the journal back to you. Here you go, Gildrov. Let's make sure to show this to the sage when we have the chance. With the sketched symbols in your possession, you have a tangible representation of the mysterious carvings, ready to be shared with the renowned sage for further analysis and interpretation. Finn speaks up, looking around the chamber. Given the layout of this temple, it seems like there are two main paths we can take from here. We could either go further into the depths of the temple, exploring the unknown, or we can head back and take the other passage we bypassed earlier. It's hard to say which way is the right one, but we can discuss and decide as a group. Alara chimes in. I agree with Finn. We should consider our options carefully. Going deeper into the temple may uncover more secrets and treasures, but it also carries greater risks. Alternatively, retracing our steps and exploring the passage we missed could lead to new discoveries. Let's weigh the risks and rewards before making a decision. Lyra adds, both options have their merits. Going deeper may bring us closer to the heart of this temple and its mysteries, but going back could reveal something we missed on our initial exploration. We should also consider our resources and the condition of our party. It's important to make an informed choice. With input from your companions, you now have two paths to consider. Continuing deeper into the temple or retracing your steps and exploring the mist passage. Take a moment to discuss and consider the pros and cons of each option before making a decision as a group.